Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Generational Wealth Wednesdays, by the way. Don't forget, guys, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Generational Wealth Wednesday. Really excited about that. So, guys, listen, the market did its thing last night, for sure, last few hours, right? Went down pretty significant. I found it very interesting that it kind of correlated with gold. I believe both gold and silver really tanked. I know gold really tanked. So that's pretty interesting. But a healthy correction is a healthy correction. I'm not sure, but I still believe we're still over 11,000. I didn't check the markets this morning, but I think that we are. So listen, the Flare Network thing, I know there's a lot of people kind of, is that real? Is that good? Is that bad? Is that a good thing? It looks like it is. It looks like it's something that's being built on the ledger. I did see a comment from the CEO of Flare. So, hey, look, open source, right? Open source protocol, people can build on it. Spark tokens, cool. But my understanding is you have to claim those things. So, and there's a 6-month time frame to claim them. So anyway, so Flare Network looks like it is a real deal. It is a legitimate thing that's being built on the XRP ledger. So hey, cool. FXRP, Flare XRP. Okay, awesome. So there it is. That is. That's pretty cool. So we'll see. Hey, you never know what might happen with the Spark token. But in any case, the market with the healthy correction, I think is good. I think it's good for the market. A lady on Twitter, I don't want to say it's British Miss, but I don't think it's British Miss. It's another lady on Twitter that said, remember in 2017 there were two, kind of huge red candles before XRP did its thing. So for those of you who might know that, can confirm that, can look into that, that would be cool. But to kind of see if that is in fact correct, I didn't get a chance to kind of check that out and see, but that's what she said. 2 red candles, and then then the pop for XRP. So we shall see. I don't know if this is 1 or 2. Well, is this dip the first or second one? So I'm not sure. But in any case, just be prepared. As long as you're hot, you don't lose. I was telling Miss Crypto Siege that as long as you don't sell, you don't lose. So that's a pretty cool thing. Listen, some of the alts are still doing some great stuff, and that is cool to see. That is really cool to see. PayID is getting bigger and better. People are making it better. They're improving upon it, and I think that's just great. For Ripple, the partnerships are still there. So, I know it's tough to kind of hodl through. You see things like Link, and you see things like Zap, and you're like, what? And I saw another person, they say they got all out of their XRP and went into Link. And Tezos. Yep. Unfortunately, hey, that's going to happen. I don't see how that's a better return on your investment doing that. But hey, people have to make their own decisions, right? And come to their own conclusions of what they want to do with their assets. So I wish them well. I hope it works out for them. I hope they get some gains from that. Me personally, I don't believe there are going to be any bigger gains that are not higher risk than XRP. Look, there are going to be some gains. I saw something that was up 64,000% the other day. 64,000% it was up. I never heard of it. It was one of those four letters, 4 alphanumerics, 4 things. I don't know if it was. I want to say land, or it wasn't lend, but one of those things. Yeah, 64,000%. Hey, cool, right? So I mean, Zap's doing great stuff. Link is doing doing some stuff. It looks like that Zeus Capital thing, that whole Zeus Capital thing, kind of trying to point out some flaws in Link, or saying the Link's not credible, Russian, and all this other stuff. I don't know, but it's looking more and more like that's kind of like they do in the traditional markets, where they try to short something, and they just put all this negative stuff on there, and all it takes is just a firm or a company just deciding that they're going to go all in on trying to ruin the reputation of a particular company, in hopes that it will collapse, and they got the short in play and they'll win out. So that kind of feels like this is what's going on with that Zeus Capital and Link. So for all you Link Marines out there, I'm sure you can kind of confirm that, but that's what it looks like to me. So hey, look, I have a small bag of Link, nothing significant, but certainly have some. I'm certainly happy with the gains, but in terms of return on the investment, for me, I would not be into. I wouldn't put huge amounts into Link, because it is where it is, right? So, is there still 10x potential? Yeah, I think there's still 10x potential in Link, but yeah. So there that is. It's 10x potential in Link. Yeah, I think so. So if you have a few dollars, if I had a few dollars to put somewhere in that, I would do it. I would do it. I would do it for the 10x, right? But other than that, I have a priority for the bigger gains, right? For the bigger gains. And so it's funny. I was watching my dude. He was doing a Facebook Live. Doing a Facebook Live, and he was talking about the greatest, how we say, the greatest wealth transfer in the history, right? And so this is what we believe is going to happen, is taking place, and he led all of this up until this whole video, right, was all about the new staking. Anyone know what the new staking is going to be? And are you participating in it? So the new staking, guys, is going to be deploying your own nodes. Deploying your own nodes. That's going to be the new staking, right? And so instead of us taking our digital assets and putting it on a place that allows you to stake it, right? You'll be able to deploy your own nodes. And so yeah, interesting concept. It absolutely makes sense. One click, if you will, node deployment. I can see that becoming hugely popular, especially when you can get down to the nitty-gritty of the numbers, right? Because the question is, why would I deploy a node if I can just for example put something on Binance and get staking or savings or whatever? So what's the difference, right? So what's the difference between deploying the node yourself? Is there more money to be made deploying the node yourself? What does that look like? I don't know, but I do know this. People who deploy the nodes, they get some big time benefits from doing it. Generally, that requires, a significant amount of holding a particular token to do a node. Generally, that was what it was. And so we'll see how this goes. I'm excited about something I'm going to share with you guys later in another stream. Look, it's funny because he led up to that video to something, and I'm like, yeah, we've been in that for a while, which is cool, because finally I've been in something that I got into something that this guy hadn't got into. This guy, look, this guy is, he does tens of thousands per play. This is what this guy does, right? Cool, tens of thousands per play. This is how he operates, right? And so, yeah, this is the guy I was telling you about who has, 5 figures into Zilliqa, right? And so he put another 5 figures, right? Tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands into this particular asset. I'm like, what in the world? So yeah, that's how he goes. That's how he rolls, right? And so yeah, I you know, we used to run in the same space early in my early days into the digital assets, and so yeah, you know, so it's a cool deal. I'm glad that we're in agreement on something, because we've been on disagreement on XRP, disagreement on Electroneum, right? You know what I mean? So now look, Electroneum was a win for me, right? You know, it was about 32x for me. That was a win, right? So, and even though it was a win for him, he started poo-pooing it later on, which I thought was interesting. But in any case, so yeah, so you're not a big fan of XRP, so we'll see, right? That one, we know we got him on that one, right? And so it's just a matter of time on that one. So I'll share with you this new thing, and I was excited about it when I first heard about it, and I'm even more excited about it now that this guy actually talked about it yesterday. So we'll still see how that goes. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely pumped about that, because yeah, I mean, we got it, you know, at the 0.000 something, right? So when you can get it for less than a penny, cool. And he showed some examples. Interesting. He showed a chain link example, and he showed a band example. You know, yeah. And so, did you guys know that both Band and Link came out in 2017, pretty much late 2017, and it hasn't been 3 years yet? And so, I think one was 3 years, because one was August, and I think one, well, I guess we'll just say 3 years. I mean, if it's August in September, that's 3 years, right? If it's August in October, you know, I guess that's still 3 years. But think about that. 3 years. Link was a penny, came out like zero. The ICO was 1 cent, you know, it was 1 cent essentially. And Band, I think Band came out at like 40 cents. ICO, like, you know, pre-ICO, whatever you want to call it. You want the heat on? Mm-hmm. Right? So ICO type deal. Right? And today, both of those are 3 years. 3 years. Double figures, 3 years. What? Each above $12,000 or $13,000. That is the interesting thing about this game. And that is the interesting thing about the digital asset space. Is that worth it? If you were in, and again, you don't always have to be in at the beginning of something. You just got to be in at the right price, right? And so both of these under $1, both of them under 50 cents. One was at 1 cent, one 40 cents, okay? And they're $13 today. 3 years later, that's the thing, right? These projects that go out into the marketplace and try to grab market share, doing their thing in their lanes. Do you have the fortitude to be a 3-year hodler? That is the difference. That's the difference. And I don't know if 3 is long or short or normal. Honestly, I don't know. Because I generally have done the ICO and cashed out 80-90%, exchange listing. So that generally is not 3 years. Which I want. Oh man. So in any case, if you do, it's a funny thing too, and that's a good lesson as well. If you do an ICO and it goes to an exchange, are you going to do 80-90%? Like I did 90%. Maybe, just maybe, that's not a good idea. It's kind of hard to sneeze at 30 or 32x, because maybe the project just needs a couple more years to give you even more significant gains, right? So we shall see. Yes, please. So we shall see how that goes. But in any case, that's an interesting. That's a great story. 1 cent to $13 in 3 years. I I don't even know. I don't even know what that kind of return is. 1 cent to $13. Is it worth the 3-year wait? I know that's a silly question. I know that's a very, very silly question. But that's what's possible. It really, really is. And so, for us as XRP hodlers, look, we saw that happen. That already happened. It already went to the $3.77 for some people. That's not $13. However, it's not $13. So, we're going to see what happens here shortly with XRP. I'm still confident, but I'm still expecting double figures, but I'm not expecting it till the end of 2021. But look, I personally, I'm believing in a $20 to $26 XRP. That's me personally. That's just me. That's what I'm thinking. That's what the Crypto Siege is home. That's our thoughts. So you have to do your homework and make your own decisions financially what you want to do. But for me personally, since this is for educational purposes only, that's where I am. So we shall soon see. Guys, look, hopefully I'll be able to get back and get in time to do a stream or video before Generational Wealth Wednesday. 7 p.m. Eastern time. So guys, look, I just wanted to share with you the potential that you have, the opportunity that you have being an early adopter in this space. That's pretty significant stuff. 1 cent to $13, 40 cents to $13. Both of them are great and outstanding. And look, I don't see how any one of those are going to end. I mean, we still got this kind of bullish thing we got going on. Who knows where it's going to go, right? So, shout outs and congrats to those of you who had band and had a link from the beginning, or had it, for the last 9 months, 10 months. It's still a huge win. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.